champion from Lisbon, Iowa. And 185 is next. Let's go back to Doug Brown.
Well, it's the heavyweights next here. We have Ryan Hoeg of North Tama-Traer. We saw his twin brother up here just a moment ago. And here's another Durant wrestler against him, Myron Keppy, 30-1. And Hoeg is in the red. Keppy of Durant, who has some trouble with his knee a little bit, went off the edge of the mat, and he's limping a bit. He apparently has got some kind of a leg strain. The way it's wrapped, it looks as if it might be a muscle or something.
Keppy's been here before. He was a state champion last year, so he knows what he's got to do. He's had a real strong season. And I would anticipate that he knows more about this maybe than Hoeg does from North Tama. That doesn't mean that he will win it.
Up in the corner you see the 2A. That's going to be Scott Miller of Wapsie Valley at Fairbank, and Don Salyers of Central DeWitt. And at 3A is Andy Heyman of Iowa City High and Matt Burbach of Dubuque Wallet. We'll be following those two.
In fact, Myron Keppy has a split with Burbach, the young man that's in the 3A finals.
Oh.
So this year he's beaten that man as well as lost to him. So that's his only loss of the year, is to the man that's on the mat right next to him in the 3A championships.
Hoeg managed to fight off the threat that we just saw. But no score here. Well, I'll tell you what, the AAA match just ended in a fall with Matt Burbach.
And he caught him quick.
And that, for some people, is an upset.
That's a real nice arm drag. For a big man, you don't see many of those. Nice arm drag, locked the leg, took him down for a 2-point takedown. Now he just releases him intentionally.
2-1. Myron Keppy on the right in the dark uniform in the blue. Ryan Hoeg of North Tama-Traer. His brother lost at 185 pounds. He'd like to have somebody in the family go home on top.
Well, he's got his work cut out for him. This young man from Durant has been there a lot. He knows what he's got to do. Now, Ryan's got to do is keep a lot of pressure on him. Hit those kind of moves right in the middle of the mat. He knows now, I think, that he can do it. That's the kind of thing that kind of generates a little bit of psych for a guy. He wonders whether he can. He hits it out off the edge. Why not do it out there? So he may come back and throw it again.
2-1, Keppy leads. We have 25 seconds to go.
Keppy's trying to come into that double underhook. This is a position with his height he feels pretty comfortable with.
Hold up, man. Hustle back. 15.
Between periods here, we'll show you the fall over on the AAA match, AAA mat, so you won't have missed it. Happened pretty fast, as a matter of fact. 5 seconds to go.
He gets under those arms like that. Hoeg has to stay out of there. He's got to back up on and keep his hips out.
2-1. Here's that fall.
Nice hip toss. Came in underneath, then slid off to a headlock. Steps across him.
Set, cover.
Got both legs in tight.
And that's Matt Burbach of Dubuque Waller winning over Andy Heyman of Iowa City High in the AAA final. Back to this one, Keppy in the single A in the dark uniform on the left now leads 3-1 after an escape beginning the second period.
Now, this is a little bit dangerous. You get the whizzer on there tight like that, and then the man steps in behind you. That's the leg that you use for leverage. If he gets enough of an angle, he'll use that leg and elevate him on over with it.
Got a warning on both of you. We got to mix it up out there. Let's go.
Back to the center.
Right here. Let's have some action.
Keppy's forcing him into a position that he wants to be into, otherwise he's not going to do anything. Of course, he has the lead in the match. Now here's where he likes to be. Under both arms, using his height. That's how you get penalized.
That's stalling point.
That's right. You can't back up like that. You can't put your head in and block. And now he's back. He can't try to come into him to avoid the stalling. But Keppy got under the arm again.
Well, Keppy has, Hoeg has his head in Keppy's chest. He's not able to get the double underhook. He's moved over on the arm. He might try something different, a different kind of a throw here.
doesn't really have to make anything careless right now. He's probably, being a state champion and being experienced, I would imagine that he's got enough of a position in his mind that he isn't going to make any mistakes, and the other guy's going to have to do most of the wrestling.
Hoeg comes in there with his head down like a bull.
Oh, he's got that head to block, and probably get it again.
There it was. Now that's 5-1 with about 28 seconds to go.
See, so you're kind of back to the Academy Award again, Doug. You know, which guy's got it? Now he's got in deep. Keppy's height's keeping him off. He didn't quite have that range in order to be able to use that leverage.
Hold up, guys.
Salyers is leading in a close match at the AA mat. 1-0. 1-1 now it is. 1-1. Scott Miller and Salyers. Miller's undefeated.
There he attempted that little drag, but it was too close to the edge. Lost it. There's only 4 or 5 seconds left in this period.
Touch the back, son. Let's go.
5-1. Keppy in the dark is leading.
We got a warning right here now. We got 1 point over here. You just backed right out of the circle. Let's go. Right out here.
He said it.
Here he is.
That's it. In the second period, now we go to the final one, the final 2 minutes, with a 5-2 score.
Your next one's going to cost you 2. Okay, get set.
Keppy starts on top with a 3-point lead.
I know Keppy was a real heavy sophomore. I would have guessed he was around 250 pounds, and it looks like he's trimmed down now in the last couple of years where he looks like he's about a 215, 220 pounder. It's made him much more agile. You know, he's a lot quicker with that excess weight off of there. So.
Putting a lot of weight, though, right now on Ryan Hoeg. He has him flattened out and working on the bar arm in the back if he can make it.
I mean, if you put your weight on a man properly, it's like you're trying to drive a spike through him, and you actually weigh much more than whatever your weight is because you're concentrating and centering on one spot.
Series, man. Let's go.
Now Hoeg has managed to get to his base.
Keppy needs to take him back off that base, unless he wants to have to wrestle him on his feet. You know, he can knock him down again. What Hoeg wants to do is get his hips out away from him. Since he's got his head buried down in the mat, he wants to take his hips out away.
What do you think, Larry?
There you just heard the referee. One referee asked the other one, what do you think?
Yeah, it was
because he's trying to determine it. Well, one of these guys stalling.
we're going to find out.
A warning down here. We got 2 points right there. 2 points.
That's against the man in red, Ryan Hoeg, who now has dropped to a 5-point deficit, 7-2.
Let's go.
They made up their mind.
Yeah, that's what you heard him say, though. What do you think? It wasn't like, what do you think of the match? It's what do you think is somebody stalling? Give me your advice. Give me your opinion.
50 seconds to go.
Thanks, folks. Good job.
In our 2A match over here now, Scott Miller of Wapsie Valley leads 4-2 over Don Salyers, DeWitt Central.
Bottom man set. Cover.
Keppy comes back on top for the last 47 seconds. Drop the crossface. Let Hoeg get up.
He can't legitimately lock until Hoeg takes his hands off the
Take it to the
mat.
mat, top man. Take it down.
You hear the referee saying it's your responsibility. You got to try to take him down.
He goes for the leg to get out of that position.
We got one.
Uh-oh, I think Keppy got
hang on, right there.
hit in the face there. And that's,
You ready to go?
I don't know whether he wants any timeout or not. Yes, I think he will.
You ready to go? You need time.
So here he's got his leg up. See, he picks it up like this, and he's swinging around. Now he sets out and spins him back around. And it was the foot coming out that caught him under the chin.
He didn't want any timeout. He said, I'll go right back at it again. We have 24 seconds to go. Now fatigue is again a factor.
23, man. Let's go.
He's kind of in the driver's seat. Unless he gets thrown, he's in pretty good shape. He's in the position that he likes under the arms. All you got to do is just watch his pressure here and not get thrown over.
7-3 is the score in favor of Keppy. The 2A match is in overtime. So we'll probably have a chance to look at some of that in just a little bit here between Miller and Salyers. The AAA match ended in a hurry after the fall for Burbach. 5 seconds to go, and a 4-point lead. There's an attempted throw by Hoeg, and it ends badly, but then there wasn't really much of an opportunity to do anything else.
And he did what he had to do.
9-3 is the final score in favor of Myron Keppy,
the whistles that hit the man.
who is a champion for the second time. Keppy of Durant over Ryan Hoeg of North Tama-Traer, Iowa. There he is, Myron Keppy. Let's take a look.
Here he comes now. Watch. See, he tries to step through, but he doesn't quite get his arm blocked off, and the arm stops him. So then he sits out and he just releases. The other guy's trying to turn out, and he catches him, but there wasn't enough time to score back points or the fall.
So now, at the conclusion of that win, that match, which was a victory for Keppy, we go to that over.